And I'm going to go to Facebook in a minute. Here we go. We're on. What a result. Middlesbrough fans, you must be delighted. Here we go. Hi, it's Bernie Slavin. Thanks for joining me on Facebook and YouTube Live. And thanks as always to the sponsors. I always write them down because I don't want to forget any of them. Obviously, they're behind me on the board. But GRS Insulation, Advanced Utility Solutions, Cornerstone, Galaxy Blinds, Smith and Friends Estate Agents, Cleveland Systems Engineering, Alta Build, Heroes and Legends, Dovecot, and TGM Cars. Tonight, we were all guessing, is Carrick going to chop and change? Is he going to make wholesome changes? Well, he did. I thought maybe 2 or 3. There was actually, with both teams, it was like a reserve game. When the teams came out, it was like a 2 reserve teams. 15 changes in total. 15 changes in total. Our team, if you don't know the team, I'll read it now. With Saul Bryn. So Saul Bryn, I think he's made 100 appearances out on loan. Don't forget he's a Borough lad. So he was in goal. I was delighted with that. He had a good early save as well. Engel, Gilbert, Clark, Dick Steele, Jones, Beleza, House and Morris, Berzog, if that's pronounced the lad's name, and Coburn. On the bench was Glover, Hackney, Latilaf, Ailing, Hamilton, Azaz, McCormack, Cartwright and Hunt. So overall, there was only Jones, Engel and Clark and Morris stayed in the starting lineup for Saturday after a 1-0 victory. I'm not a fan of chopping and changing, but I have to say, first half, they had the lion's share of possession, but we had better chances. But see the second half, by God, we came to life. It was an unbelievable performance. It was like Carrick in his first season. That was some of the best football I've ever seen. Well, that was similar tonight, especially in the second half. I mean, Dick Steele, I thought, for me, Dick Steele was man of the match. He was direct. I mean, he's had his critics. Some people thought he'd be long gone. Bombing down the right, he was defending, he was getting forward. And out the blue, he's cut in the 50th minute for the right-hand side. He's cut in, literally walked by. It's opened up like the Red Sea, and he's curled it. Bottom with his dodgy foot, his gammy foot, his left, into the bottom right-hand corner. And it was a great goal. And then young Coburn, 60 minutes up. Coburn gets the ball. They've pushed high line. Coburn's played the defence splitting pass. Berzog carries it, pretends he's going to hit it, checks in, gives the keeper the eyes as if he's going to put it in his left, and he puts it into his right, the keeper's right. And that was 2. So it was unbelievable. And then 67 minutes, ball gets played to Coburn back stick. Thank you very much. 3-0. Could have been more. It was an unbelievable display. If you're not if you're a Borough fan and not seen it, I would urge you to go and watch it and to see how good a performance it was. I mean, if I was playing on Saturday and I was out tonight and watching the team tonight, I'd be concerned, thinking, dear God, these guys are breathing right down my neck. Do you know, that's how good we were. And don't forget, it was against Leeds. A lot of people say dirty Leeds, but I'm not going with that one. But it was against Leeds United. Cup, is it important? To me, it is. Definitely. Hi, Bernie, much better second half. Waiting in a draw now. Yeah, waiting in a draw. Let us know. It's out tonight. Let us know. I've been buzzing about and obviously watching the football. I was out with my dogs earlier and watching the football and watching. Fantastic performance, Bernie. This is for Ryan Marsh. Not even our strongest squad. I think Leeds will struggle this season if they don't replace the best players. Yeah, they've sold a few big players. Gray being one of the... Yeah, they cashed in on him. The lads, after a great season, went to Spurs. But... 15 changes. That's kind of reserve teams, isn't it? If you make 15 changes between 2 teams in the cup. I don't like the chopping and changing. It's okay when you get a result like that in a performance like you go, hey, who gives a flying? But if we get beat tonight, I would have questioned, why are we playing weakened teams? I still don't buy into it, by the way. Why we play 2 games into the season with chop and change. The result's magic. The performance was better than Saturday's. The second half was amazing. Brilliant. The goals were great. Could have been 5, 6. That wouldn't have looked out of sync. But I still think we should treat the cup more serious. It's not betting on the league. I've heard this rhetoric for 15 years. 15 years? Oh, we're going to, every year. Last 10 anyway. Oh, we'll play weekend teams, cup doesn't matter. It's a cop-out, it's an excuse. We're all buzzing tonight because of performance, because we've progressed. Last season, a bit of luck, whether it's a home tie or a away tie against weaker opposition, and we did that last season. The only real team we played of any note was Chelsea, and we met them in the semis. Now, if we keep progressing and take it serious, we end up in the final. We have a bit of luck and fortune. Where are we here? Now, Bernie, great result. Gareth Lowe, dear God, it's a great result. Brilliant result, great second half. Kenneth, it was as good as I've seen for a long time. I honestly thought we'd get hammered, and so did the bookies. Well, that's why I don't bet, Leslie. You see, bookies don't always get it right. Up the Borough, Colin Nash, Andy Jefferson, what a performance. If that's our second string, wow, we are in for a fantastic season. As I say, that football, for me, was like the football in Carrick's first season. Fast, creative, finishing, exciting, enjoyable. Even the first half. First half, we were still at it. They had all the ball, but we still created a couple of chances. And big Buzzog early doors, when he was on the right-hand side, and he stepped over the ball and left the left back for dead, and he carried it, got a shot off. They had a shot before that, and well done to Saul Bryn. Clean sheet, 3 goals, knocked Leeds at the cup. What more do you want in a Wednesday night? What a performance, yeah. So Borough were brilliant. That's for Sue Waddle, I agree with you. So Dick Steele looked like a new player, Michael Burniston. That's the thing, Dick Steele was written off by a lot of people. I've always liked him, but he proved tonight how good he can really be. He was bombing up that right channel every opportunity. He's got pace. He's fairly strong. And the goal was a great goal. I mean, when he's cut in, he's all right-footed, the main. He cut in onto his left, and you're thinking, he's not going to hit this. And he did. He didn't just hit it. He curled it and placed it. He knew where it was going, accurate. And it flew in the bottom right-hand corner. It was a great finish. But I'm delighted for the lad, and for me, man of the match. But there was no weak links tonight. I thought they were all good. You know, looking at the team, Engel was switching passes, as was Johnny Howson came back, of course. Went off injured, let's hope he's all right. Beleza, never really seen Beleza. Didn't do anything wrong, but didn't really see him. But Buzzog was a handful. Big, strong, aggressive, fairly quick. Coburn, I thought Coburn was good. Holding up, getting pulled and shoved, and then he got his rewards with a goal. Big Clarkey had the cigar out. No problem against Leeds. No bother. He just sailed through the game. He was like the Kaiser. If the younger generation think Kaiser Beckenbauer. Don't buy this mentality of going out of the cup helps you all about building momentum and confidence. Phil Otten. Of course it does. I mean, how can we, Middlesbrough, neglect the cup? We've done it for years. McLaren did it after he won it. I remember going to Anfield and they made X amount of changes, and I think it went to penalty shootout. I don't get it. You got 5, 6, 7 games, you're in the final, you won it. I don't get it. It's no bearing on. I just thought, looking at Saturday, if I was Carrick, which I'm not, after Saturday, I would look, second half performance dipped, energy levels dipped, or no match fit in the real deal. The pre-season games don't really mean a lot. Players are still trying to find a full fitness. The only way to do that is play games. And I thought we might make 2 or 3 changes tonight. But when I heard that was like 7, I thought, dear me, that's a lot of changes. It might backfire. It didn't. We were very, very good. So, yeah, I don't buy the mentality either. Great display tonight, Bernie. Thought Clark was immense too. Well, I mentioned the Kaiser. I can't give him any more praise and credit than that. Morris looks a cracking player. I thought Morris was good tonight again. He had a shot first half, fairly tame, down the middle of the keeper, down his throat. Save. I thought he was industrious, as you'd expect. He's a younger Johnny Howson, but I think he's going to be a wee bit more adventurous than Johnny. And that's not being disrespectful. I'm a Howson fan. He's been a great servant. Obviously, he's getting on, but he's still got a year in him without a doubt. But Morris is a young, vibrant, probably going to be more creative and try and get forward and get a goal. Kenneth Kennedy says, we looked some team this year and only second game in. Yeah, listen, a wee word of advice. Come on, Borough fans. I know, I've lived here nearly 40 years. I get it. We put players on pedestals and the team's going to win everything that's out there. Calm down. 2 games in, anything can happen. But first half Saturday was good. Second half was average. Tonight, first half, I thought we were fairly good. Second half, we were brilliant. So, yeah, things are looking good, but just calm down. Keep your powder dry. Evening, Bernard. Say Frank. I have Frank. Kev. Quality win, Bernard. Or Bernie. A great start to the season. Dixdale finish was just stead-esque. Oh, wait, just stead. He would have hit it over the stand, let alone the bar. Great team performance tonight, Bernie, Graham, McIver. Yeah, look, hey, come on. You have to praise the team tonight. If you've watched it, and you're a critic last year or whatever, come on and praise the team. Brilliant. Nicola, Eden, Jones, great display tonight. Bernard, please for Coburn and the whole team. Nicola, without a doubt, as I say, I thought Coburn was getting pulled and hauled, and he kept up there and he was holding it up. He had a great effort first half. Engel went up the left, whipped her in. He's got his back to goal. He's rolled the defender and he's hit the side net, and it was a good effort. They've been a great finish. So it was delighted for Coburn as well. I still think Coburn's on borrowed time, but tonight he deserves the plaudits. Defence was unbelievable. What a performance. Yeah, the defence, Engel, Dixdale, Gilbert, Clark and Saul Bryn. Clean sheet. Brilliant. Don't forget, these guys haven't really played together. This was a Mitch match and just getting players in there. Very, very good. A great night, Bernie. Tommy Conway signing as well. Graham, brilliant. Tommy Conway comes in. We keep all the players we've got. Okay, if Coburn went, but I wouldn't want Alati to go. But if Coburn went, then I would sanction that and say, yeah, good luck to you, kid. But yeah, things are looking good. Great performance up the border for Chris Charlton. Rich Little, our idol, says, not a bad second team, Bernie? Rich, I don't think any Borough fan, whether you're blinkered biased or just stupid, would have thought that this team thrown together, you know, with so many changes, 7 in total, was going to put in a shift like that. As I say, that was better than Saturday. Second half was better than the whole game on Saturday. It was brilliant. I can't say any more than that. Tommy Conway on his way. Yeah, we've said that, and that's good news for the team, for Carrick, for the fans. Get in. Loved that. Andrew Benson. You're no relation to George, are you, Andrew? Give me the night and all that. Tony Peacock says, to be fair, we may have never seen a performance like that tonight without the changes. That's the flip side. That's the flip side. But over the years, we have abused the competition. You know, this competition, the Carling Cup, is the only trophy since, well, we were formed in 1875. Dear God. 1875, we've won 1 trophy. I don't think we're good or big enough to neglect a trophy like the Carling Cup, League Cup. And we've only won it once. Be nice to win it again, wouldn't it? But as I say, looking at tonight with that, if that team ran out again in the next, irrespective of who we play, then we ain't going to moan. We have to say, well, okay then, let's roll with it. But if you chopped and changed again, Carrick, you'd have to question his sanity. I mean, when I heard all the changes, I'm thinking, dear me, I wouldn't have done that. 2 games in, we need match fitness, which is important for the league. And those people who say, oh, it doesn't matter, and Leeds priority, and if we get knocked out, it's a cop-out, it's a facade, it's rubbish. It's no betting. 2 games in, no betting on the league, and if we're going to win it. As I keep saying, the more people tell you things, people start believing it. Great result, Amy Buttery. Hi, Amy. Andrew Benson. Morris is the real deal. Success at Housing. You ought to believe that. I thought it was good Saturday. A couple of my mates who are former pros and teammates didn't really see what I seen, but I thought it was very good Saturday. And tonight, yeah, it was even better. And don't forget, it's only second game. Fans were excellent. Yeah, they were, Amy. Hi, Bernard. What a win. Up the Borough, Colin Fryatt. Regular contributor. Fantastic game for Diane Coulton. Excellent Borough tonight, Bernie. Patrick Brickley. Patrick, yeah. Even if you're a moaner and groaner and don't see any good in anything or anybody, you must have seen a bit of good tonight with the Borough second half. Dear me. Brilliant. Catherine and Brooke says brilliant tonight, Bernie. I would use the word brilliant. Second half, we tore it to shreds. We made them look like the dog and gun on a Sunday morning on the alcohol. We made them look very, very... We know they date changes, but we made them look very average. Don't forget, it's still a big crowd there. Big atmosphere. And it's an intimidating place going to Ellen Road. This is our season, Bernie. I can feel it in strength and depth. Conway signed as well, Bernie. So Darren's saying Conway signed as well. But he's also wanting to say, I think all the pointers are saying that he's going to sign formality and he's in there. And that would be brilliant. We did need one more striker. I says on Saturday, without Conway, I still think if we keep everybody we've got in the squad we've got, we are good enough. I think we're good enough to be top 6. Top 2, I'm not so sure. I've watched Burnley. Dear God, they destroyed Luton on Friday night. And then, dare I say it, I watched Sheffield United with Wilder. Who were they playing during the week last week? They looked very impressive as well. But our second half performance tonight was better than any of them. Let's hope it is our season. I hear it every year. I keep hearing England's going to win a competition. I keep hearing Middlesbrough getting promoted. Come on, once in 15 years, we need to do it this year. Coburn needs to stay. He's a big lad, always a different option. But the thing is, yeah, and I agree with that. He's different for the norm. But a lad up front, Berzog, I think he's fairly tough and aggressive and closing down and ruffling feathers. I think he can do the job of Coburn. Colin says, we have agreed a 4.5 million fee for Tommy Conway. Well, that's $500,000 cheaper, yeah. Hey, brilliant. That's great news. Gilbert had a good game. Gilbert was good as well. Yeah, I was impressed with Gilbert. Impressed with Morris. Look, there wasn't, as I say, I didn't see any weak link tonight. We all gave it our best shot. And Patrick Bamford, who? Steve Garton. Hey, I'm a Bamford fan. When he was at Borough, great. Went to Leeds. Did brilliant. So good. He scored a host of goals in the top flight. And he got an England cap. So well done to him for that. But he's obviously had a bad run of injury. I think he's been in and out with injury for about 18 months. So very difficult. I think Patrick's an educated guy. He's not a rough pelt. He's a nice guy by all accounts, but he struggled tonight. But again, it's down to probably fitness levels and yeah. But I have to say, with that blonde hair, Patrick, if anybody's watching and you know Patrick, just say, what are you doing with that blonde hair? He looks like a slim Sam Smith. Yeah, I mean, when he stopped playing, if he pills a couple of stone in, he will be Sam Smith. Up the Borough, Tony Wedlick. Tony, yeah, Tony got it right. He told me 3-0. Tony. Hi, Bernie. What a result from Portugal. Up the Borough, Chris Beck. So, Chris, you're swanning it in Portugal. I'm here in the hat of the Borough. And you're in Portugal. Hey, it's good, isn't it, Chris? Yeah, of course, it was on the Sky, dare I say it. About time Brim was given a chance. This may solidify him as second choice now. Phil Otten. I think it will. I think Glover will end up. If there's somebody to go, it'll be Glover. This kid's Borough lad, born and bred here, good height, good physique, good save first half, clean sheet tonight. Why doesn't he deserve an opportunity? He's played 100 games away from Middlesbrough out on loan. He's got the jersey, I think it's number 31. So good luck to the boy. Obviously, Dieng's number 1. We get that. Brilliant game. Clark is solid and Rav impressed me Saturday. Kim Walker. Can I disagree, Kim? It's a big Clarky. There was one near the end of the game. Obviously, we're cruising. The minutes, the clock's ticking down, and big Clarky on the left side. He tried to let the ball. Well, he wasn't letting it go out, and he tried to flick it, and he totally missed it. It was funny, like watching it. Didn't show. I don't know if he's got much of a personality. He didn't really show any emotion. If it was me, I'd have laughed, you know, making a mockery of myself, tripping over the ball and miskicking it. Cal Blake, hello, Carlos. Bet you didn't expect this, Bernie, up the Borough. Cal, you definitely didn't. I didn't. And all the lads for last night certainly didn't. I see, I had one mate of mine. I don't want to say his name because he might get done in. He says 3-0 to Leeds. Well, he got it right, but the wrong way around. But he is a Borough fan. That was just, he's got. Jason Bain says, unbelievable, Jeff. I mean, Bernie. Yeah, I know who you're referring to, Jason. It was unbelievable. Good word. What is Steve McLaren's Suppose Steve McLaren say, magnificent. Magnificent. McLaren used to say it when you beat 2-0. It was a magnificent performance. Bill Bezic, Psycho Bill, used to tell me to say it. As a Leeds fan, this is for Steve Robinson. A Leeds fan, I have to congratulations to the Borough, well deserved. Looked very solid at the back, always threatening an attack. Best wishes, Bernie. Steve, all the stick you give all Leeds and so. There's a lot of nice people out there, and you need to take it in the chin and say, do you know what? Yeah, we were the better team tonight. And Steve's acknowledged that, and he's moving on. Steve might be one of the ones like a lot of Borough fans. It doesn't matter, the cup doesn't mean anything. We're concentrating the league now. But that's nice, Steve, and good luck to you. According to Sky, we've signed Conway. Okay, if it's on there, it must be. Darren Appleyard, great signing, 4.5 million. If you just walked in the door, according to the Sky, Conway from Bristol City has signed, and he's a centre forward, and he scored 12 last season, and I'm sure he'll score more if given the opportunities that we serve up. Matt Scott says, wow, Borough were amazing tonight in every department. Well done, lads. Please, let's keep Coburn, Bernie. Have a word. Use your influence. Look, I would keep... I says, last season, I thought my gut was saying, and it's only me, I'm not privy to anything. I just thought, looking at the character, doesn't really fancy him. He's not a character-type player. He's tall, he's gangly, he's different for what Carrick likes, a fast-moving game and sitting it. And anyway, if I had a choice, I would like him to stay as well. Don't let anybody go. Shut the doors. The deadline's on the 30th of this month. Just close the gate, say, nobody's going anywhere. This is it. We're rolling with it. Everybody will get the boost. Carrick will be delighted. The fans will be delighted. And let's roll with it. Jeffrey Copper. Class, pure class. Awareness, the Leeds. Leeds. Eddie, Jeff Edwards. He's a copper. He used to be a copper. I don't know what he is. Jeff, still don't know what he is. Daniel Jones says, great result for the Borough. And the Borough team all played well. Well done, Daniel, getting involved. Specky Red says, we totally battered Leeds tonight. Well done, lads. Up the effing Borough. Well, you heard the Leeds fan a minute ago. The better team won. There's no doubting that, no denying that. But you're looking at Leeds. They're one of the favourite. I don't gamble, but the bookies, one of the bookie favourites to get promotion. And I believe they'll be up there, thereabouts. But I believe we'll be up there. And I know there was 8 changes, but playing at home in front of a good atmosphere, good crowd, and putting in a shift like that. Was it they were so bad and we were so good? I think a bit of both. But don't take it away from us. Great results for the Borough at Leeds. All the team played well. Yeah, agree. Tommy Conway is due tomorrow for his medical. Is that for Colin? Hi Bernie, I thought Clark was solid again tonight. Dick Steele superb, and also Gilbert was class. I agree with all that. See, we're all hitting the same notes tonight. I honestly think Coburn is still growing into his frame. Too soon to get rid. Listen, he's different for all the other forwards. I mean, as I say, this lad Buzzog, he looks as if he's got a few Coburn traits. He's big, he can back into people, hold it up. His touch is quite good. He had a shot tonight, he scored a goal tonight. His goal was a good goal, you know. I mean, Coburn, they've if you've not seen it, they've come up to the halfway line, they're pushed very high up. Coburn's got the ball, good vision, played it, defence splitting pass, and the big man Bazog ran onto it, and as the defender comes round him, he's just at the 18-yard box, and he's well as if he's going to hit it. He's turned inside, went as if he's going to play it to the left and put it in the other corner. It was a great finish, great move, great ball for Coburn. But Coburn's a year older, year wiser. Hey, maybe the gates are going to close and everybody's going to be here. Hi Bernie, hope you and yours are well. Morris looks decent, mate. He does. We'll mention Morris. Mentioned Saturday. Morris looks, as I say, 2 games in. 12, 14 games. We'll look through the team, look at the results and think, hey, this is the season. 12, 14 games. Don't forget, last season, 7 games, never won one. everybody was writing us off. Then we turned it round again, and then we were turbulent up and down and frustrating at times, and we missed out. But everybody's just keep calm and let's just let the players do it. We'll just keep supporting them and saying, well done, lads. Timmy says, still scares me messing about the back, Bernie. Do you know what, Timmy? Leeds weren't very good. They weren't as good as Swansea on Saturday at closing us down. Leeds were doing the same thing. There's certain teams you play against, if the forwards are really quick and nimble and closing you down, then just get rid of this fanning about the back. There's no other word for it, just fanning about the back. Get rid of that. There's certain teams will sit off and you go, hey, we can play all day here. I get that. It's horsey for courses. Certain games you can do it, certain games in opposition you can't. Chelsea last season, I keep getting back to it. It was embarrassing. But hey, that's the past. This is the future. Let's hope it's limited, this fanning about the back. Up the borough for Cooper, New Kevin. Matt Scott says, will Dick Steele finally kick on here, Bernie? Well, Matt, if he doesn't get a kick, going to Ellen Road. My debut for Middlesbrough was Ellen Road. And I came for part-time football. And I remember running out there and the atmosphere was hostile. I think it was only about 15,000, but it was hostile. You could sense it, feel it. And it was an intimidating place. Now, if Dick Steele can go and put in a shift like that in front of a big crowd, a fervent crowd, a crowd that's some of them bonkers, I think he can do it anywhere. And as I say, he's a year older and wiser. And a lot of people have written him off, but what I've seen tonight, if I was Ayling, I would be concerned. Ayling's experienced, yeah, he is, but he's not as fast as Dick Steele. He's not as creative as Dick Steele as you've seen tonight. I can't imagine, and again, it's not a slub, but you can't imagine Ayling getting up the right, cutting in and bending it with his left peg. But again, it's healthy, it's people challenging for each other's positions. The draw's getting made, Bernie. Okay, Emmy, we'll still be on here, I'm sure. Let's hear who it is. Let's hope it's a home tie for a change, because last year the majority were away, but against lesser opposition. Let's hope it's a home game against the Dog and Duck. Don't care if it's 5 easy teams who end up in the semi-final. Matt Wetter says, Dick Steele has shown Carrick what he can do, so I hope he can stay and comfort with Ayling. Morris, what a solid midfielder we have in our hands. Let's say Matt Wetter, yeah. Leslie Coates says, someone said 3-0 Borough win. That's hope, not honest prediction. Nobody in their right mind would have put a penny on 3-0 to Borough win. No, Leslie, you're not listening. I've got a mate who says 3-0 to Leeds. That's what it was. He says 3-0 to Leeds. So it was opposite way around. Les Ader says, watch Borough from Macedonia. Wow, we look good. Now let's keep it going at Derby, up the Borough. So after watching tonight, here's a question for some of these. After watching tonight, and how good we were, and even better than Saturday's performance, and this was some of the stiffs, as you used to call the reserves. Yes, stiffs might be offensive these days, I don't know. But the stiffies were on show tonight, if you get my drift. Would you change it again Saturday? So, yeah, Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. Would you change it again? You know, so Saturday's team won. Tonight's won and great performance. Do you change it again? Or do you keep the same team as Saturday, or do you mix and match? Matt Wilson says, what result, Bernie, especially to beat Leeds United? The way we did it, mate, up the effing Borough, and the phenomenal support from the Borough faithful. Once again, on to Derby we go from Matt and Jojo. Matt and Jojo, good to hear for you. New season. Matt and Jojo travel the country. I don't know them personally, I've never met them, I don't know what they look like, but they come on here all the time, and thanks for getting involved, Matt and Jojo. Yeah, great tonight. Borough, I heard it through my TV, loud and clear, the Borough faithful. I mean, the Leeds were fairly, they usually really into it. They were muted tonight. We shut the team up and the fans. Andrew Hill says, Matt Clark was the best player on the pitch for Borough against Leeds. Your opinion, Andrew, about what you're saying, but there was just so many good players tonight. I thought there was a host of good players. There wasn't a weak link. I would have given it to Dick Steele. because Dick Steele in and out the team, been out on loan, people's written him off, fans saying, oh, he's no good, get rid of him. What a shift he put in. And he was a guy that opened the account to go and believe that we could do them good and proper, which we did. But hey, I'm not saying Clark wasn't good. He was good. I says he was like Beckenbauer. Maybe that's over-egging the pudding, but you know what I mean. Draw now, that's a Chris Charlton, so the draws now. Let's see who we get. I wasn't expecting that, but my God, that was absolutely tremendous. Played Leeds off the park, Will Johnson. Bring on the Geordies, Matt Wetter. The Geordies, do we really want the Geordies this early? No. Are the Geordies in the next round of the draw? You mean the Trophy Virgins? Is that who you're referring to? The Trophy Virgins? Yeah, we beat them. Dick Steele, man of the match for me. That's for Stephen Horn. Brilliant result, Kieran Moore. Off to bed now. Put a wee bit more. Bring on Saturday up the Borough. Good night, Kieran. Yeah, I get it. Look, some of yous are working. Those that's forced enough to have a job. Yeah, get yourself to bed. Bernie, I would say the biggest takeaway from tonight was the fact that this team is already playing for each other. That's from, who was that from? For Richard M. Already playing for each other. Yeah, there looks a good bond there. And there's a good relationship with the fans as well, which is important. Over the years, we've had some players run up the tunnel when it's no when to plan or doing this to the fan, whatever. But this team looked bonded with the fans. They're all in the same huddle, if you like. Kieran Moore says, brilliant result. Off to bed, yeah, says that. Good night. Outstanding tonight. Annihilated Leeds. Tony Pearson said we annihilated them. That's a good word. It's a big word. I'll need to get my dictionary out. Annihilated them. What a win. Morris in the middle of the park is a breath of fresh air. Strong, comfortable in the ball. Just what we need. That's for Tom Coracle. Tom, you know your stuff, don't you, Tom boy? Tom, would you believe it? 3-0. Did anybody out there have a bet on... I'm not trying to say to people go and bet. As I say, I don't bet. But did anybody have a flutter that we're going to win? Borough, we're going to win 3? If you did, you'd be carted off, man. The padded cell. Not sure, but it's a regional draw, so we can't play a southern team. I tell you what, the game's going mad. Nobody knows any rules now. And this VAR stuff. Dear goodness. Hey, my boyhood heroes were Celtic. I watched, when I had a night out last night celebrating something. I come in and I watched the highlights of Rangers. And Rangers get done the Champions League. I think it was 40 million was done the River Clyde. I didn't see the first incident where the Rangers player get booked. But the second one, in my opinion, never a sending off. He jumped up, it was this, he didn't do that, and he gets sent off. And then that changes the whole dynamics. Mental. Yeah, they are ball number 15 in the draw. Bring them on. Oh, we're going, it's exciting. I'm sitting here waiting for somebody telling me who we've got. Tony Trainer says, happy days, nobody expected that tonight. Up the effing Borough. There's a lot of effing and jeffing going on tonight, isn't there? Ian Plumpton says, good evening, Bernard. Look, I want to get called Bernard on Sundays. You can call me anything you want, even if it's offensive, I don't mind. We kept it tight in the first half, then dismantled Leeds in the second. Yeah, the first half wasn't as fluent or good to watch, but we were still in the game and still giving them a... You know, they had all the ball, but doing nothing with it. No, it's flattened to deceive for me. There's games last year when we done that. We just kept it tight, compact, frustrate them a bit, and then second half we put them to the sword. Threw them to the Lions. Great result, Bernie. Don't want to get carried away. No, that's well done, Dan Graham. Calm down. Hopefully we can go up this season. If we can keep this squad intact, we look good. My only worry is we bring Conway in, then a Premier League come in and take it like a laugh. Well, Dan, I says in Saturday's live, my gut is, and I hope I'm totally wrong, that one could still go. One of somebody that we like and we go, oh, he's not selling, but we're not selling him. I still think that's a possibility. Look, we know if 20 million come in for Latte Laugh, he's gone. It's a business. We did it with Rodgers, 6 months here, 4-year contract, 21 years of age, just bedding in, gone, puff of smoke, see you later, cashed in, window closed, put it away. The same thing could happen this month. So I ain't getting carried away until that window closes. Nothing's guaranteed. And So I agree. There'll be clubs looking at Van der Berg. Last year there was loads of clubs reportedly looking at Hackney. And Latty Laugh must come to the fore now with his goals last season. And he's opened his account this season. So there's no doubt there'll be other clubs watching that, waiting to make a last minute bid. But let's hope we turn it down. Stoke at the Riverside. Stephen Horn says Stoke at the Riverside. Is Stephen Horn telling the truth? I've no. Yeah. Stoke City. Bring them on. Stoke City. Tony Pulis' old team, eh? I mean, Tony's has a few teams, but that was one of them. How about 16-year Harley Hunt on the bench? That's right, the young boy. He came on late on, didn't he? I mean, I was busy writing notes and... Yeah, young Hunt, 16. Brilliant. Hey, brilliant. I love nothing better than seeing local talent, young kids coming through, getting opportunities and grasping them. Will Johnson says, Forest versus Newcastle in the draw. Damn. So, Nottingham Forest get Newcastle. Borough is at home. Hallelujah. Against Stoke City. Home against Stoke. Amy, I believe you, Amy. I'm not doubting the other lad, but yeah. Amy's told me Stoke. Borough versus Stoke, Will Johnson. Middlesbrough Stoke, Tony Peacock. So everybody's gone for it. So round 2, Borough v Stoke, Will Johnson. All right, I get it. We're playing Stoke. Bring them on. Nothing to fear. Home tie. Brilliant. Middlesbrough versus Stoke in the League Cup. Next round, Bernie, Andrew Hill. Soccer home, Matt Weta. Chris Notts, Forest versus Newcastle. Come on, Chris. Why do I want to know that? Round 2, Borough versus Stoke, Matt Scott. All right. I don't want to hear it anymore. Leeds falling apart again. I heard this song. Heroes and Legends, yeah. All right. Yeah, Heroes and Legends says Leeds falling apart again. I heard the song in the background. Leeds is falling apart again. Good tune, isn't it? Joy Division, wasn't it? Yeah, very good. I was actually singing it in my living room while I was drinking a bottle of Iron Brew. Big drinker. Yeah. I'm just going by the Stoke one because I know it's Stoke. So if you just walked in the door and you're thinking, what's the performance like? Second half was as good as I've seen for a long, long time. Carrick's first year, there was great football. That was on a par with it tonight, second half. Wow. And don't forget, we'd made 7 changes. Pleasantly, unbelievably, delightedly. Yeah, it was great. Got to play your strongest team available, Bernie. Well, I says that tonight. But, hey, we've won unbelievably good. Well, so we can't question it. But if there is a time, and there has been times in the past, when we've played weakened teams and tossed it off and get knocked out of the competition. And that's when it grates with me because, as I say, 1875 we were formed as a football club and we've only won 1 trophy. How about winning another one? Maybe a trophy cabinet's not big enough. We don't want to spend money on a trophy cabinet. Come on. Dandelion and Burdock is my tipple. Who's that for? Stephen Horn, Dandelion and Burdock. Do you know what? Never could. My taste buds wouldn't take that. Lowcocks, was that in Middlesbrough? Is it still there? When I first came to Middlesbrough, I was used to Bar's Iron Brew, made in Scotland by Girders. It's made in Leeds now. It's made in Leeds now, by the way. Yeah, bottles, brilliant. I came down here and they were trying to give me Iron Brew for Lowcocks, and I thought, it's like water, it's like dishwater. And then somebody said, what about the Dandelion and Burdock? Awful. I don't know how we want to drinks. Graham Addison, obviously not. Howson took a knock on the hamstring. Yeah, he also went down instantly. Johnny's experience, he knows the gig, he felt something go, he sat down, replaced instantly. Alien come on, didn't he? Alien went to centre back position because surely Alien wasn't going to come on, replace Dick Steele tonight. Stoke at home, away, Chris, we know. You must mention the fans who travel from Teesside to watch the Borough against Leeds. Andrew Hill. Andrew, do you know what? I always mention the fans every week on this. Look, I take my hat off to the fans, especially in today's society. All that's going on and no jobs and... Yeah, amazing. The fans that travel the country watching their beloved Borough. Like all fans, I take my hat off to every fan that invest in a season ticket and invest in travelling, expenditure on petrol or trains or even planes. Well, they must have a few quid for going on planes. I take my hat off to them. Where are we here? Tom said, Big Colin would have put a bet on, but he's still crying about the price of that place I went to last night. Yeah, I know the place, Tom. Yeah. Tell you what, it was what you call, what's the word you call it when it's small portions? There's a word for it. It's been out of my head. Tell us what's the word for it when you go to a posh restaurant and it's small portions only. So glad that we stuck with Carrick and he's got time and support to get a decent squad together. Morris looks like he's going, this is Dean Wilson. Morris looks like he's going to be a great signing. Izzy up in his game. The whole squad looking good. Saul Bryn going to be a good keeper. We got Stoke at home. Thank you, Dean. Nice. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. Why would you tell me that? You must be a Geordie. We get Stoke at Riverside Stadium in the League Cup on 26th of August. So people still going on about that. Great result, great performance. What's your thoughts on Morris? Looking like a good signing so far to me. Andy Thompson. As I say, Andy, I always look at 12, 14 games. And then you get a rough idea how good the individual is, how good the team is, what the season holds. We all get into a new season with dreams, ambitions and fantasies, if you like. And more than not, all other years they've not come off. But this season, my God, is if we keep this squad, I don't see any reason why we can't be top 6 at least. Morris, obviously a younger version of Housen. I think he's a wee more adventurous than Housen. Only 2 games I've seen him, so I'm not going to overdo it. But I'm more than happy with what I've seen. He's sharp, he moves the ball quick. Yeah, and Gilbert, I thought Gilbert was good as well. He was spraying balls to the opposite side of the field. He had a shot. He was industrious. He got a few fouls against him. Yeah, but everybody I've seen so far is looking decent. It's made with dandelions. Dandelions, that's a yellow flower, isn't it? In Glasgow, you know what they call dandelions? I don't know if you call them in England. Pea the beds. So if you picked them as a kid, which everybody did, male or female, you all picked these dandelions. And they used to say, pea the beds are called. Andy, excuse my ignorance, because I'm not posh, I'm for a council estate in Glasgow. A la carte. So the portions came last night to celebrate our anniversary stroke birthday. And the prices were a bit OTT, but the portions, the food was lovely, but the portions, I mean, I've got a couple of mates that's a few clem heavy, you know what I mean? And they were putting these pea-sized dishes in front of them. I heard one of them actually stop when they came out the fancy place and stopped at McDonald's on the way home. No, I'm not plugging McDonald's. Norman Stewart says, wow, Norman, you're right. Wow, that's a good word for tonight. Just wow. That should be the headline. Great start, so excited for the season ahead. That's for Den Shaw. Have you tried Iron Brew energy drinks? Right up your street. Don't take energy drinks. Bad for you. No good. I used to take, when I worked for Borough TV, NTL, and I was doing the radio at the time, the Legends, and I was drinking 2 or 3 cans of that Red Bull a day. I question my sanity looking back. Kids full of sugar. No good. No good. Joshua, David, but of course, if you want to do it, do it. Bernie, would you sell Coburn to Millwall or just loan him with maybe an option to buy? Joy, if I had the choice, as a Borough fan, I don't want Coburn to go. But something tells me that somebody somewhere doesn't even really fancy him 100% and he might be surplus. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go. I personally would keep him. But obviously, there'll be money involved, what he's on, what we can make or whatever. So it's going to come down to finance again, isn't it? Seeing the team. So answering your question, Joshua, if he's going to go out on loan again, he's been out on loan before, I would sell him. Because the end of the season, we'll go for other forwards and he'll be way down the pecking order. Seeing the team sheet was sceptical, Bernie, but hey, what do I know? Brilliant second half performance. Coburn with an assist for Paul McLean, with an assist and a goal 2 up the Borough. Yeah, Paul, I mentioned that. I mean, Coburn, second goal, they've all run out, high up, played it through, defence splitting pass, into Big Burzog, if that's how you pronounce the last name, and it was a great finish. Still had a wee bit to do, but still a great ball, and they were caught out. They're too high up. And then Coburn got his reward with scoring himself. Is that why you have winged Red Bull? heroes and legends. Yeah, no wines now. Yeah, I had wines back then. Red Bull. Are the low sugar bad for you though? Energy drink. All the energy drinks are bad. And they no one. I don't even know how we're talking about drinks, but why talk about them? Yeah, no, they say diet drinks and all that rubbish. Some of the ingredients they put in these tins are stuff they kill crops in the field with. Look it up. My boys taught me that. The younger generation will keep you educated because everything's on the internet and they'll look through it all. Keep Coburn, need him as an option, even with Conway coming in. How good does Morris look? So Chris is bumming up Morris as well, and rightly so. 2 games in. Deserves plaudits. Don't get too carried away, but yeah, it looks good. It was great to see Mugger at the Riverside looking well for Andy Leahy. Andy, yeah, I'm an aura Mugger. Always loved Mugger ever since I came to Middlesbrough. He was captain fantastic. Bruce Rear said he would take him to the moon. Sometime a week or two and would have buggered off to the moon. But yeah, I've always been a Mugger fan. Great guy, great human being. I've said for years, morals, standards, principles. He's got it in abundance. He's a genuine guy. He's intense when he's talking about the game of football. He is really intense. Yeah, so it's brilliant to see him at the Riverside. I mean, I keep in contact messages, text messages, he texts me back, but that's the first time I've actually seen him for a wee while, and it looked good, and he was sounding good. Sitting here with a cup of Bovril now before I go to bed and watch the highlights, Stephen Horn. Darren Smith says, "Aye, Bernie, great result for the Borough tonight. Well done, Josh Coburn." So lots of everything's praised, and rightly so. So so Mugger, yeah, it was great to see Mugger, and the fans were brilliant. That's what I love. The fans were chanting his name, and rightly so. You know, Mugger was loyal to the Borough. Eventually he moved because Lenny was wanting him out and he was wanting the money. And that's fine, that's part of the business. But he wore the shirt with pride. He was a leader, not by shouting, but by example. He put his head in when me and a few of the lads when they put a boot. Great stuff tonight. That's for Borough fan. Early Gates, of course. So surely now Brent is second choice ahead of Glover. I think so, Chris. I think Glover may be on his way, I know, and you don't want 3 keepers because if you've got 2, I think that's fine for a goalkeeper. I remember Matty, the keeper, got injured. Percy 10 minutes. Well, that's what happens when it's good and so quick because everybody's praising the team, and it's nice feeling. Yeah, I remember seeing Percy get injured and with no second goalkeeper on the bench. Don't forget there was 2 subs in, and Colin Cooper went in. And it was live on the telly. Can't remember the opposition. Wasn't it Villa, was it? Yeah, Colin Cooper in goal. I think he kept a clean sheet. Morrison knew Robbie Mustoe, Dean Wilson. Robbie Mustoe played with Robbie. Robbie did 10 years at Middlesbrough, great servant, stalwart, no flash, knew what he was good at, gave it to players that could play, but very effective and loyal. What you make a buzzsaw. Do you know what? As I say earlier, I watched him. He harasses defenders, he closes them down, he looks fairly quick. He's no shrinking violet, he's fairly tall. And I think he could be aggressive. And I think he looks the part. Looked a bit unhappy coming off. But that's just a good thing. I don't get this. You get taken off and you're like, oh, take me off. If I've scored 3 and get taken off, I'm gutted. I might get 4. I used to see McLaren taking players off. Off you come, off you come, Jimmy Floyd. You've got 2 goals, no, let them get the hat-trick. What are you on about? Let them get the hat-trick. By the way, I apologise, I've not read one of these, but it looks like Coburn's happy to fight for his place. We need competition. I loved his celebration. He went away running to fans, you know what I mean, and don't forget, he's a Borough lad. Nicholas Matthews says, 2 clean sheets. Think that's just as impressive as 2 wins. Great start and great foundation to build on. That's for Nicholas Matthews. I agree with that. Bryn, by the way, was his debut. Yeah, it was. What a debut. Yeah, he's saying what a debut. Sorry. It's early to say that Morris is a new Robbie Mustoe. Yeah, Morris to be a Robbie Mustoe still got 9 and 3/4 years to become Robbie Mustoe. Don't forget, Robbie Mustoe did it over a 10-year period. Loyal. You know, I tell you what, just if you watch my Total BS podcast, I've got a few lined up for the coming weeks. The first one I done was Don O'Riordan. Don O'Riordan's from Dublin. He was captain under the late great Willie Madron at Middlesbrough. And Don, when the club had broken the contracts, couldn't pay us, any of the players, whether it was Mowbray, Pallister, Cooper, Parkinson, Marcel, Don O'Riordan, Pat Heard, Peter Beagrie. And then at the end of that season, the club's broken the contract, so every one of us could have flown the nest and all left because the club had broken the contract. So we're going into liquidation and bankruptcy. And then all of a sudden, Peter Beagrie goes. The fans don't know he's got a young kid to feed. You can't feed him on grass. So he opted to go. He's a Borough lad, but he opted to move because he wasn't getting paid. Most of the work was down the right or the middle. Yeah, it was that Borough fan. So you had that, and then Don O'Riordan at an interview. And if you want to listen, Total BS, it's free. You can get it in Spreaker, Apple. You get it in all them. Don O'Riordan tells it. I'll not tell you what it is, but he tells the story why he left, because he was getting classes as a Judas the same as Peter Beagrie. Now, me personally, I know a lot of fans still bear a grudge. So they're not getting paid. Would you go to work every day and not get paid? Or would you leave and go somewhere else to get paid? I'll ask you that question. Absolutely amazing performance by every single player tonight. So proud to be a Borough fan. Big shout out for Dick Steele. Quality tonight for Stephen Crosby. So I'll ask you, as Borough fans, it might not be you, it might be other Borough fans that's not watching this. How do you cherry pick what players you like and what players are loyal? So I see Don O'Riordan and Peter Beagrie, I know we're going back a bit, not getting paid and leave in a class as Judas, and you're just leaving the club. And then I look at guys like Janino, Ravanelli, Emerson, on millions of pounds, not going into bankruptcy or not getting paid, getting millions of pounds, heading off. And we welcome them back, and we welcome them back again. I don't get it. I don't get what's in your head. So you're not getting paid, your class is a Judas, you're getting paid millions, and the first opportunity you get through the door and say, see you later. Then you come back. Whether it's a do or whether it's for another season. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know there's a lot of bonkers people out there. You're a leg end too, Don Shaw. Leg end, yeah, I'm a leg end. Clark, the new Huth, solid, but can play too. Chris Turner. Clark, the new Huth, obviously Robert Huth, he won a medal, didn't he? Won the Premiership with Leicester, didn't he? Everybody who goes to work and isn't getting paid wouldn't go to work. I tell a story, well, not a story, a phrase. I get asked to do loads of things. I try my best for charity. I'm not taking any, I'm just saying I do charity work. But then there's people say, oh, can you do this? It's not charity, it's just come and do this, and can you do that? If you do everything for free, you'll never be at a job. I've done it over the years. When I was naive, younger in Middlesbrough, maybe 10 years in. I'm now 40 years in, dear God. And then people would start playing on it. Oh, he's charity, he does this, he'll do that. Then you go, hold on a minute. People just expect you don't even know them for Adam. If it's a mate, you would say, yeah, well, of course I'll do it. But you get any Tom, Dick and Harry just go, oh, can you come here? Can you do that? Well, yeah, but what's in it? We're not doing it for nothing. We can't do everything for nothing. Charity work we do for nothing. But if somebody's asking you to go to an event or do this or that, as I say, you'll never be at a job. So take that on board out there. If you're asked, we're all nice guys, we're all charitable people. But some people take the Jeffrey. Clap the Huth, new Huth. He's got a bit to go. Huth was a good player, by the way. Joshua David Chisman, good name that. Everyone was slating Coburn, but people got to remember he's only 21. And he wasn't slagging him off when he scored versus Spurs. Yeah, Josh, you know what? We know what fans are like. Not all, but, well, people in life in general. They'll get shot, spanned, like, 1 minute you're the king, the next minute you're absolute garbage, they want you out the door. It's like managers. They win 4 games, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Beat the next 4, get rid of him, he's hopeless. I'm afraid that's what people with opinions do. It was again for all, was it? So the midst of time hasn't dimmed the brain. Michael Coleman says, Mick Mugger one Sunday morning and none thought whilst my son was playing under 13 footy. He was Borough manager at the time, but so down to earth and a lovely bloke to speak to. Happy he's on the road to recovery. True Borough legend. Michael Coleman, you're dead right. He's a true Borough legend. Redcar Rock, captain fantastic, great leader, great human being. As I say, I adore Mugger. I mean that. I mean, Saturday there was me, him and propping out to get these, whatever they were called, number things and legacy numbers, and I just applauded him. I'm a fan. I'm a Mugger fan, so I was just applauding him. While the fans were chanting, I was applauding him as well. Yeah, just a great human being, a great guy. If the world was full of muggers, there wouldn't be any problems in the world. Kieran J. Campbell says, we seem to have a squad this season that may be able to cope with a cup run that will also boost confidence in the league. The double is on. Kieran, calm down. He's put a smiley face. Hey, why is the double not on? But let's calm down. You know, it's 2 games in. 2 games in. 12, 14 games, we'll get a rough idea. But now, just say, well done. Hear the praise, because it's Stuart, but just calm down. McLaren, Jamaica manager, now I hear. Andy, so you've heard McLaren talking about Steve McLaren, former Middlesbrough manager, England manager. He's a Jamaican manager. He ain't going to start talking Jamaican, is he? Remember, he went to Holland, he was talking Dutch. He sounded like Sean Connery, but only a Dutch Sean Connery. You remember that? That was hilarious. He became an actor. Oh, Steve. I think we should keep Coburn. Chris McGlade. Hiya, Chris. I agree, Chris. If it was me, I would keep him. But obviously, there'll be money, what wages he's on, how much we can cash in, get because we're signing another player. So I get the business side, but if I was Michael Carrick, I would want to keep him. I'd want to keep every player now. This lad's come in, shut the gates. I know it's in the 30s, but come out now and just say, nobody's going anywhere. How would that be? What if somebody for the club now, this early, because it shuts in the 30th of this month, just say, look, we've got this lad in, nobody is leaving. But do you know what? They won't. Because if a daft big comes in, somebody will be off. Stephen Crosby, let's see what happens. I hope Coburn stays and fights for his place. Andrew Benson says, are Clark and Rav now the first choice pairing at the back? Clark and Rav, yeah, but do you know what? I still think, and we're praising Big Clark here, you know, he was at Nicole for a while, he was injured, whatever, came back tail end of last season, done brilliant. He's carried it on this season. But I still think that Lenihan will end up playing alongside Rav. Would Carrick have a say if he stays or goes for Stephen Horn? I'm not privy, but in the modern game, I don't think he's got a say. He might say, I want to keep him, but the director of football and the guys above might say, well, hey, we're cashing in. We know what you're saying and we don't really want to do it, but we're going to cash in. It's a business. That's what it's always been a business, but even more so now. We're bringing in guys 21 to 23, America, all over, bringing players. Carrick, you coach them, you pick the team, but we bring them in. And then we're selling them in and cashing in. So we're making money rather than squander, excuse me, 6 million quid in Rudy Gestede, who couldn't hit the main stand. I think more balls hit the Bongo Club. And the Bongo Club's out to the left. So, yeah, that's my thought on that. Where are we? I'm sorry I've not read any of these text messages. I'll read them on Saturday. Didn't Burrow stick Sterling up with his wage, so didn't play him, so couldn't get his bonus? Hey, look, it's business. But Stewie, I think, was, if he played one more game, I think Tony Pulis came out and said it publicly. I know Stewie says it in talks he's did up and down the country, which he's entitled to do. Yeah, if he played one more game, a new contract kicked in. Pulis would want to play him, but couldn't. Because he was told, if he plays one more game, his contract kicks in. It happens. I think it's bad. I think that is bad. But, as I say, that's a football. That's business. That's what businessmen do. That's what industries up and down the country do, not just Middlesbrough Football Club. They're all at it. Had some wild nights at the Bongo. Do you know what? I went to the Bongo once. The older generation know the Bongo. I went to the North East Player of the Year with Matt Proctor, well, a few of the Borough lads. And Matt, things went well and there was an award given it and all that. So I says to Proc, to celebrate, can we go to the Bongo? I've never been to the Bongo. I hear it. This Bongo is the in place. And I remember going, there was a guy opened the hatch, big 6'4" guy, looked through, in, pay there. He looked as if he was going to box with you, he's just in the door. Does Gilbert deserve a start the derby on Saturday? Well, I don't know, if he went in there, we couldn't say he doesn't deserve it. Anyway, was it Alaya, his name was? And then we went in, and it was just full of hashish, red mist, cheap perfume and prostitutes. Lasted 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I mean that. We ended up in Fatso's. We had a Palma. I was a vegan and I was eating a Palma with Proc about 2 in the morning. Good professionals. I remember playing village cricket against you all back in the 80s, early 90s. Den Shaw. Do you know what, Den? I was there, but I never took part. Coming from Glasgow, we don't play cricket in Glasgow. We might do now up there, but we only played football. Played football or played the guitar. We didn't play cricket, but all the lads were in it. Yeah, we had some good players, I think. I think Morgan Pally were good at it. Andrew Benson said, did you like the legacy number thing or a bit of a gimmick? Andrew, I'll be honest, I didn't know what it was, but I've looked, so I had to look up and think, what does this mean? I don't think it means you're a good player or a bad player. It just means you've won the shot for Middlesbrough. But I think there's a book coming out, and I think there's only going to be a thousand players in it. I'm sure 1,000 players. There's more than 1,000 players put on the red shirt in Middlesbrough when the club was formed in 1875. I've never been good at arithmetic, but I'm sure there's more than 1,000 players. So it's probably a gimmick to sell the book. I says, is this where's the frame? Matt Proctor's played about 400 games for his hometown club. Mugger's played about that. I played about 380 games, scored X amount of goals. And we get a bit of paper like that. No disrespect. Hey, it was a great occasion. I was more pleased seeing Mugger than getting a thing. But anyway, I've got it. It's here somewhere. I hope my missus didn't bend it. No, seriously. No, it's nice to get things and be reminded and get an invite onto the pitch. It's nice. But especially when Tony Mowbray's there. Up there from Borough Bernie, love smashing dirty Leeds. This dirty Leeds thing, yeah? Whereabouts is Hop gone? He's hopped off, isn't he, Chris? Yeah, he's an American. When we sign Americans, you always think, let's go through the American. How many great Americans have came to England? There's not a lot, is there? Anyway, Hop never kicked his ass. Gone. Puff of smoke. Piero. Well, he wasn't for America, he was Argentinian. Where's he gone? 5 million quid down the River Tees. Take your shirt off, Bernie, and do you know what? Do a run Borough going up. I'll get it on my chest if we go up. That was great fun tonight. Bernard, Chris Harburn, it was great fun tonight. I tell you what, Leeds players, non-players, they'll be go home at night, they won't sleep. They'll not be sleeping in the same room, of course, so wherever they go, next to their wives or lying in the couch, they'll go through all that tonight thinking, what a nightmare. And Big Coburn will be lying to 3, 4 in the morning going, I scored a goal, I made a goal, brilliant. Morris will think 2 games in, I'm doing well, ain't I? And Big Bizarre will be saying, wow, came here, opened my account, first game. So all the adrenaline will be pumping and they'll be going through everything. Stuart Ripley was a decent player, Den Shaw. Yes, Stuart Ripley, hey. Ripley was fast, direct. Ripley was so quick that he would go up to the left back, could play right wing, up to the left back and drop the shoulder nearby him. He would knock the ball at 40 yards in front of himself and behind the defender, knowing he was quick enough to catch it. And then I would have to bust the gut to get in the box because I wasn't as quick. So I'm trying my best to get in. And I would get in and shank it in the Holgate end. I used to go, yeah. Anyway, listen. I went to the Bongo years ago. It was full of Japanese men in suits. Well, I went on holiday to Japan and the Japanese men were all in suits. That's what they were. They're a smart nation. Us Brits, English, Irish, well, whatever. Go to Japan. Learn the culture. How smart they are. How everything's in time, everything's punctual. They respect each other. You can't walk about drinking soft drinks in the street or smoking or there's no bins. You need to take your rubbish home with you. Brilliant. This is one. Right, this is going off. Everything but why are Swansea, Cardiff, Newport and Wrexham pal in the English League when they have got their own league? It's been bugging me for ages. Well, Stephen, nobody really knows the answer to that. And I keep saying, well, if they're in it, why is Celtic and Rangers not in it? But it's never going to happen. Well, it might do. Money rules the roost. Bernie, you're such a right again. This is for Dunshire. My first game was Hartlepool after we went bankrupt against Port Vale. Archie Stevens was amazing. Archie scored 2 that day. One was it was 30-yarder, but Archie, if you talk to him these days, it was a 60-yarder. But it was a great goal. It was a great goal. Can't see Ford's getting back into the party. I don't think he's got a number. But listen, thanks very much. Sorry for keeping you up late if you've got a job. Thanks for joining us. And I'm back Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. It's a joke. No consideration for the fan. So 12:30 kick-off. 5 o'clock I'll be doing this. Facebook and YouTube live. Let's hope we do another victory, another performance like that, and we'll all be buzzing. Thanks very much for joining us. Good night, up the borough. Cheers, thank you. Well done, Michael Carrick. Well done, the players. Well done, the travelling support. And again, thanks to the sponsors, GRS Installation, Vance Utility Solutions, Cornerstone, Galaxy Blinds, Smith & Friends Estate Agents, Cleveland Systems Engineering, Alta Build, Heroes and Legends, Dovecot, TGM Cars. Up the borough, Leeds. Get it right, Obbies. Cheers. Thank you.